Millions of people across the United States and other countries are extremely concerned because now the spread of the bird flu virus is upon us. Just yesterday, we learned and we got confirmation from the CDC that the US has recorded its first human death, and it happened in the state of Louisiana. Now, I want to address this, but what you need to understand about this bird flu is that along the way, the CDC, World Health Organization, and other health officials have been kind of adjusting and adapting and providing answers based off of what is currently happening, not based off of what they see in the future or the history of the bird flu. So I want to break down what's going on and why millions of people are extremely concerned, mainly because we aren't being told the full truth, not because they are concerned about this potential virus hitting them. So I'll break all this down in just a moment, but all I ask is one thing. It takes 2 seconds. Go ahead, hit that like button if you enjoy these daily updates. And now let's begin. So here's what we know. The first U.S. bird flu death has been announced in Louisiana. This is the first person that has died because of the bird flu. Previously, we heard from the CDC and many health officials, and they said that nope, we don't need to worry about it. Yes, people can actually get the virus, they can be infected, but they can't transmit it. Okay. They said the only worry right now is if a human were to die because of the bird flu. But according to a recent report, this one right here, I want to show you this. It says U.S. records first fatal bird flu case amid growing concerns about virus. However, it says the patient in Louisiana had underlying medical conditions. Hey, don't worry about the bird flu because this person had underlying medical conditions. Now, I'm not here to tell you, hey, you got to worry about it, because honestly, I'm not. I'm not, up in arms about this. I'm sad about the person that passed away, obviously. But as far as this spreading, I'm not too concerned about it because I think we can kind of get this under control. However, many other countries are a little bit worried. Look at this article right here. It says the U.S. urged to do more to fight bird flu after first death. This is from Paris. It says the first human death from bird flu in the United States has intensified calls for the government to ramp up efforts to stave off the threat of another pandemic, particularly ahead of Donald Trump's return to the White House. Okay. Other countries are extremely concerned that the United States will not be able to eliminate this threat, that this will continue to be an issue that not just the people in the U.S. have to deal with, but people in other countries have to deal with as well. Now, I want to read something else to you. According to the World Health Organization and the CDC, they say the avian flu risk is still low, even after the first patient died of the H5N1 virus. But again, here's why I'm bringing this up. This spread is out of control. The CDC has no clue how people are contracting this virus other than the fact that they say they must have been handling birds and poultry. That's it. They must have been handling birds and poultry. But according to other health officials in other states, they are saying that no. It's pretty simple. Birds fly overhead. They poop in the air, or most cases they land and poop on the ground. And then your cat or your dog or somebody, gets that on their shoe and on the carpet, and you roll around the carpet, you play with your kid, whatever, right? Or you play with the cat, and then you, who potentially has a somewhat of a medical condition, right? Some underlying medical condition, well, then you get infected with it. And then they say, oh, you must have had some raw milk, right? You must have been eating unsanitary eggs, right? You didn't cook them well enough, right? Simple things like that. You didn't cook chicken; it was a little bit undercooked, right? Then they give you those excuses. Here's what I'm here to tell you. Right now, the CDC has no clue what they're doing. Okay, the American people don't even trust what the CDC is saying. So right now, the spread is out of control. Not just the spread of this virus, but the spread of the information. Okay, I'm not here to tell you that, oh, this is something extremely concerning. You need to just, kind of hunker down and stay in your house. No, I'm not saying that. Okay, because again, there's been no evidence that a person can transmit this from person to person. That's where experts say is the concerning part. But according to multiple reports from the CDC and from many health experts, they are saying that this bird flu, the H5N1 bird flu virus, can mutate. It can become more infectious in the upper respiratory system. It can cause some very deadly conditions. But at the same time, we've been hearing for several months that no, this isn't something that can be transmitted from animal to animal. Then it was. And it went from birds to cows, then to pigs, and then into cats, and into humans along the way. But everyone said that nope, that person, they worked at a farm. That person was handling poultry. That's the reason why. Okay, that person has a bird feeder outside their house. That's the reason why they contracted it. Right? There's always an excuse. Again, the spread of this is wild. Okay? So at first, the CDC said, nope, if a bird has it, they can't transmit it to another animal. It just goes from poultry to poultry. Right? That's it. Right? And then it's, okay, it can go to pigs. It can go to cows. Yeah. Well, just the other day, we learned that it was actually found in an eagle. Okay, an eagle now has the bird flu. So this is something that is spreading. Okay, we know it's spreading. But at this time, and again, I bring this to your attention because this is where many people say, oh, this is going to be the next pandemic. And it could be. Right? This could be well on the way. But based off what we know, based off all the information we have, and because we do have vaccines for this, okay, just this morning, I believe, I think it was Moderna stock shot up because of this first bird flu death, right? They're going to profit off of this because, again, if you have a vaccine that can cure somebody that does have bird flu, great, right? The company's going to make a lot of money, make millions or billions of dollars. But again, I bring this to your attention because when COVID came, we didn't have a vaccine for it. Right? We had to quickly manufacture one, come up with the vaccine, the antidote, whatever, in order to make sure that people could stay alive. That was it. So for those that are saying, yep, this is the next pandemic, it might be. But at this time, the current bird flu in its current form, as long as it doesn't mutate, the United States will be perfectly fine because we have something you can take. Okay? So I will leave you with that, but just understand at this time, there's a lot of people concerned. Millions of people are being warned. Okay? Don't mess with birds. Don't handle a bird feeder. Right? Wear gloves. Throw the gloves away. Be very sanitary. Okay? If you can and you don't need a bird feeder, don't have one. Simple enough. Make sure you cook your chicken. Make sure you cook your beef. Make sure you cook your pork. Make sure all this stuff is fully cooked. Drink the pasteurized milk, right? Don't drink something straight out of the cow. Okay, again, could be risky. Don't go and hug, chickens and turkeys and cows and pigs and all this stuff because again, just being in the same area, right, and dealing with them on a day-to-day basis could expose you to bird flu. So, I will leave you with that, but that's what we know as of today. So again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.